Canadian actress Norma Shearer, nicknamed the First Lady of MGM, won the third Best Actress Oscar in The Divorcee against herself in Their Own Desire, Nancy Carroll in The Devil's Holiday, Ruth Chatterton in Sarah and Son, Greta Garbo and Anna Christie in Romance, and Gloria Swanson in The Trespasser. Ruth Chatterton must have been a jaw-dropping revelation to the Academy back then to nominate her for the second time, making her and Gloria Swanson the first legitimate two-time Oscar nominees. I praise her in Madam X despite her tendency to overact, but her turn in Sarah and Son is shockingly appalling. She is inconsistent with the manner she inhabits Sarah Storm. She has a fluctuating pitch of voice, ranging from indecipherable to unpleasant, awkward movements not befitting of a professional opera singer, and an acting style that is sometimes robotic and over the top.
Music! Stop! Jim! Leave me alone! Leave me alone, Jim Sandemore! Don't die! Jim Sandemore! Oh, I didn't get that name! My God! What did he say? Some people named Exmo.
She gives one of the worst Oscar-nominated performances when she repeatedly pounds the lawyer's table like a lunatic, childishly breaks down when she has had enough, acts like a princess with imperial gestures when she meets her fake son, and sleepwalks when she finally meets her real son for the first time. Her work left me discombobulated. What the hell was she doing? And who the hell Sarah Storm is supposed to be? Anna Christie heralded Greta Garbo's successful transition to talkies, and Roman seemed to be just in for the ride. While Greta is good as usual, the film and she lack the spark Anna Christie showered Greta with. Romance is a standard romance melodrama echoing Greta's doomed love silent films. Gavin Gordon's Tom Armstrong falls in love with Greta's Rita Cavallini, an Italian opera singer who is the mistress of a rich man. Rita barely has any inner life for Greta to shine. Greta's straightforward reaction when Rita declares she does not deserve Tom's love after playing the piano is lovely because she spent the first 30 minutes having fun and doing her usual shtick that I waited for her when she would do something revelatory.
That love is for someone, but that's not for me. To me, love is only a little warmth in all this cold, just a little light in all this darkness. One little minute to lie still in the beloved's arms, one little minute to forget. And that's all.
It is thanks to Greta's inimitable star power that Romance and Rita are mildly stimulating, as it is Gavin who is actually doing the heavy lifting. Placing Norma Shearer's Oscar-winning turn as Jerry Bernard Martin, a married woman who commits adultery as revenge on her husband, played by Chester Morris, who is an expert in playing bad boys, previously committed adultery after their first wedding anniversary, made me realize how strong this lineup actually is in an era when society put double standards to women in terms of love, marriage, loyalty, sex, and infidelity. Naturally, when the men commit adultery, it is shoved away, but when the women do it, it is scandalous and unforgiving. I can sense Norma seeking her teeth into this role, but she ends up chewing more than biting because she is not the puzzle fit for the sexy and seductive Jerry. Her frequent arm swaying and dress waving is cringe-inducing, and I would kill to see Joan Crawford in this film because of her oozing sex appeal. Norma's dowdy costumes also did not help. I get that Jerry is unlike any other sexually liberated women, but watching Norma seducing her love interests is off-putting. Despite being miscast, she scores high points when Jerry defies Ted, hints at the timeless themes of the film.
All right then, but tonight I come back here, ready to humiliate myself, beg for your forgiveness, ready to forgive you anything because I love you. And you say that's different? You tell me your vanity is hurt?
Or call it anything you like.
Vanity! I'll never forget that.
Let's not talk any more about it.
And I thought your heart was breaking like mine. But instead you tell me your man's pride can't stand the gas.
Unveils her impetuousness when she conducts affairs with several men for exploration, her uneasy reunion with Ted, and her awareness of the emptiness of casual affairs. Jerry is a dream role for actresses because she is a complicated character, but Norma herself is the one holding her back. I was confident ranking Norma's Oscar-winning work in The Divorcee higher than her work in Their Own Desire because her character in the former is more challenging than the latter, and the latter is less remembered than the former. But I am surprised by how I like Norma in the latter compared to the former. Norma is more relaxed and comfortable in this film, and the role asks her to be spirited and cheeky but not malicious or seductive. Norma's character, Lucia Marlette, falls in love with the son of her father's mistress. Yes, that means Lucia and Robert Montgomery's JD are step-siblings, complicating their family dynamics. Norma excels when she interacts with her parents. Lucia loves them so much and is disappointed with her father's year-long betrayal, shattering her perfect perception of him and her family. Her stunned silence, understanding of her father's honest feelings, daring him to beat her while defending her suicidal mother.
Oh, Dad. You didn't used to be so blind. If
I could only say something, anything to make you realize what a hideous mess you're going to make your life.
Lucia, I am letting you talk yourself out, but don't try my patience too far.
I'm sorry to have talked so long. But we shan't ever talk together again, you know. Goodbye.
And confronting her mother in choosing her happiness with JD instead of her mother's happiness rank among the prime showcases of Norma's talents. Lucia Marlette rests within Norma's comfort zone, even if her romance with JD can be skipped. Her own desire deprived Norma of a multifaceted character, but it afforded her the one that suited her instincts. I underestimated Norma for a long time, and their own desire made me reconsider her underrated talent. 1929 and 1930 were big years for Gloria Swanson, Greta Garbo, and Norma Shearer, as those were their breakthrough years in talking pictures. Gloria could not prevail over the latter two because of her veteran status, but she too served a worthy effort in this tight race. In The Trespasser, she plays Marion Donnell, a modest stenographer who falls in love with her wealthy boyfriend and leaves him when his family disapproves of her. She raises their son without his knowledge and becomes the mistress of her employer. Gloria's fluctuation of emotions in a single close-up is her trademark in silent films, and The Trespasser exploits her melodiously sweet voice to good use. Like Greta, Gloria also radiates that old-fashioned but galactical star power that makes her an endlessly fascinating actress to watch. Thankfully, Gloria did not just arrive at her movie set to pose and actually demonstrated her versatility, especially when her character's new status provoked controversy. The devastation when the reporters milked drama from her baby, and her understated reactions when the paraplegic wife of her ex begs them to be together. Gloria is also wise enough not to surrender to the melodramatic over-sentimentality despite the tragic nature of the film and her role. My only complaint is the second half of the film puts Gloria in the back seat and highlights the other characters, making her passive and reactionary.
I told her I did not love you and that such a thing was impossible.
But why?
Why? Because her sacrifice showed me what a horrible, selfish love our love would be. She showed me a finer love. Jack, you've got to stand by her. You're going on with her.
But what about you and me?
Our love will be a greater love if we do our duty.
Our duty is to our son. Are you thinking of him?
Yes, I am.
He needs my protection. You've no right to deny him that.
Do you think I haven't longed for him to know and love his father? But Jack, I want to be worthy of his love. I don't want to sink any lower ever.
Sink lower? What do you mean?
I'm not going to rob that brave little woman of her life. I can't. I won't.
Greta is a revelation in Anna Christie because not only it is an impeccable exhibition of her indescribable beauty and exotic voice, famously advertised with the slogan Garbo Talks,
Whiskey. Ginger ale on the side. And don't be stingy, baby.
but it is also her first foray into actual character work, as she was finally given a chance to be a flawed human being instead of a beatified deity. In the first half, Greta excellently illuminated Anna's misery as a secret prostitute and her growing affection with her neglectful father, who abandoned her for 15 years when she was 5 years old. Known for her suffering, dying, and losing her love interest, it is actually nice to see Greta having fun and realizing romantic love instead of being thrown away in it already. Her joy and sensitivity in slowly discovering herself is heartwarming to watch. In the second half, Greta unfortunately surrenders to her melodramatic poses once Anna falls in love with a sailor and unleashes an explosive monologue about her exhaustion in navigating the patriarchal world and ego. It seems the scene overwhelmed her because of her repetitive and unrestrained gesticulations.
You will listen. You. He didn't slave inland. I was no nurse for the last 2 years. I lied when I wrote you. I was in a house, that's what. Yes, that kind of a house. The kind that sailors like mutton you go to import. And you're nice inland men too.
Greta would have been exquisite had she mellowed down, but at least she proved she could handle heavy drama. Nancy Carroll seems to vanish in almost everybody's perception nowadays. Nancy may not have the recognition and legendary reputation as her co-nominees, but she puts up a good fight in The Devil's Holiday as a gold-digging manicurist who marries an earnest rich man, only to abandon him when his father bribes her $15,000 to stay away from their family. Nancy presents Hallie Hobart as a diva, but is actually a desperate and insecure dreamer. She is sassy and spitfire, parading her devil-maker attitude while masking her vulnerability. In an era when women mostly serve as subservient girlfriends and wives, Nancy's Holly subverts this norm by unapologetically accepting it. She displays a wide range of emotions, from playful teasing with her love interest to her perplexities between loving and marrying, and shame for her tactless and wicked decisions. She becomes enlightened with her own merits by sincerity and completes her art without asking for the audience's sympathy.
Oh, I know. I know all you could say and all you have the right to say. I couldn't even answer you back. I'm licked. I don't know I don't want anything except I love him. I fought against it. I don't know why, but there it is.
Of her co-nominees, she is the only one whose acting style maintained consistently strong, hitting all the emotional beats without under or overacting them.